lecture. In the previous lecture 3, we learned about factors affecting soil erosion, ill effects of soil erosion. And in this lecture 4, we are going to learn about mechanics of soil erosion and mechanics of wind erosion. So what are the mechanics of water erosion? If we see, the soil erosion by water takes place in three phenomena or three processes. The first one is detachment of soil particles, and second one is transportation, and third is deposition. So detachment, transportation and deposition are the three main phenomena. So what are the driving forces behind these three processes are? The detachment occurs mainly due to raindrop impact and flowing water. So as we already discussed about this, the primary cause of detachment of the soil is the raindrop, and the flowing water also causes the detachment of the soil particles from earth crust. And the second phenomenon is transportation. The transportation of the soil particle mainly occurs due to flowing water, and deposition of soil particle occurs due to lack of carrying capacity of the water. Once the velocity and carrying capacity of the water reduces, so the soil particles will be deposited in the new place. If we see the detachment in detail, the kinetic energy of raindrop is the primary cause of detachment. So we already discussed about this. The raindrop kinetic energy is the main cause for the detachment of the soil particles. The raindrop directly hits the earth surface and shatters the soil aggregates and detaches the soil particles from them. Not only the raindrop impact, the alternating weathering conditions like wetting and drying of soil also breaks the aggregates of soil. So that is also a reason for detachment of soil. And tillage operations, trampling of livestock and people on the soil also detaches the soil particles from earth surface. So these are the main reasons due to which soil particles detaches from the earth surface. So how to calculate kinetic energy of the raindrop? If we see, the scientists Wishmere and Smith gave an equation to calculate kinetic energy, that is E is equal to 0.119 plus 0.0873 log I base 10. Here where E is kinetic energy in megajoules per hectare millimeter and I is the rainfall intensity. So the equation for detachment kinetic energy of the rainfall is E is equal to 0.119 plus 0.0873 log I base 10, where E is kinetic energy and I is rainfall intensity. And here soil detachability is directly proportional to the size of soil particles. As we already discussed, the clay which is less in size is difficult to detach, and sand is easy to detach because of its more size. And next phenomenon is the transport. Once the infiltration of the soil satisfies, then overland flow starts. So in the initial hours of the raining, the water will be absorbed by the earth surface. Then the infiltration, after the satisfaction of the infiltration, overland flow of water starts. So overland flow is dominant transportation agent. So overland flow is the transportation agent, the main transportation agent. The quantity of sediments and distance they are carried depends on the flow velocity and runoff volume. How much quantity of the sediments means how much quantity of the soil particles, and the distance to which they are carried mainly depends on the flow velocity of the water, the flow velocity and the runoff volume. what is the volume of the runoff and the flow velocity. Based on this, the quantity and distance of the soil particles carried depends on. The smaller particles are carried to the more distance compared to the larger particles. And the process of transportation involves three main steps, or three main processes it involves. First one is suspension. Suspension means the fine particles of the soil dissolves in the water. These are called as dissolved sediments flow with the water. The fine particles of the soil dissolved in the water and flow with the water. That is called as the suspension. And second one is traction. The larger particles pushed or rolled along the streamline. So the smaller particles are dissolved, and if there is a little bit larger particles, they are pushed and rolled. That is called as traction. And the smaller particles moving by the short bouncing is called as saltation. Actually, there are three main processes. And next one is deposition. As the carrying capacity and flow velocity of water stream decreases, the soil particles are deposited at new location. So the flowing velocity and carrying capacity decreases, means the soil particles will be deposited in the new location, and placing the deposited material back to its origin can be costlier. So we have seen the so many dams like KRS, TB dams are filled with so much of the silt. The removing of silt is a costly affair and highly impossible. Next, if we see what are the mechanics of wind erosion. So wind erosion also takes place in three steps, that is initiation of movement, transportation and deposition. Initiation causes by wind forces exerted against or parallel to the ground surface. The wind blowing against or parallel to the ground surface causes initiation of the movement of soil particles. And next is transportation. Once the wind blow starts the initiation of the soil particles, then they will be carried to the certain distances by three phenomena that we will see in the next slide. And after the carrying capacity has been declined, they will be deposited in the new place. So if you see the initiation of movement, that is caused by wind forces that exerted against or parallel to the ground surface. So the wind forces that are exerted against or parallel to the ground surface causes the initiation of movement. And wind velocity lifts the lighter soil particles of about 0.1 millimeter. The required wind velocity is 16 kilometer per hour. So the wind velocity of 16 kilometer per hour can lift a soil particle of size 0.1 millimeter to a height of about 30 centimeter, and they can be carried to the new place. So this is about the initiation of movement, that is first step of mechanics of wind erosion. Next, second step in the wind erosion, mechanics of wind erosion is transportation. So depending on the size of the soil particles, three distinct types of soil particles movement will takes place. So here also transportation, just like water erosion, will takes place in three steps. The first one is suspension. The fine dirt particles are lifted into the atmosphere, that is to a greater height, and then carried out. Due to their light weight, they will be lifted to a greater height and they are carried away. And the soil particles of less than 0.1 millimeter are subjected to suspension. So 0.1 millimeter or less than that sized soil particles will be carried to a greater height by wind force and carried to the new distances. Around 3 to 40% of soil transportation takes place by suspension. This is nothing but like a dust storm. Next is the transportation method is saltation. Here The medium sized particles move by short bounces, that is called as the saltation. This accounts to about 5 to 75% of soil transport. So here the soil particles move by a series of short bounces because wind force cannot lift to a greater heights. So the wind moves these particles by a short bounces. So this phenomenon is called as saltation, and around 5 to 75% accounts to saltation. And next is surface creep. The larger particles cannot be bounced or lifted to a greater heights. They will be moved or rolled along the ground surface. The larger particles are crawling due to the wind energy. So this phenomenon is called as the surface creep. The crawling of larger particles due to wind force is called as surface creep. The soil particles of 0.5 to 2 millimeter accounts to surface creep around 5 to 25% of soil transport. 5 to 25% of soil transportations occurs due to surface creep.